everyone out there in the world. Welcome to the Furry Frequencies podcast. This is our first episode, and I'm your gracious host, Sharky, along with our other hosts, Sylox and Lifty. Would you kindly introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sure. You want to start off with us, Sylox?
Of course. Hi, my name is Sylox. I'm a wolf. I've been in the fandom since 2015, and I'm excited to do this podcast.
Yeah, I am too. My name is Lifty. I am of no importance. I've been in the fandom since 2016, and you usually catch me shilling for Arlington. Please, come to Arlington.
I have been in the fandom for like a few years. Can't really give you an exact date. I have literally no importance at all. I'm just a random fucking shark that goes around to cons and annoys the shit out of people. So, what are we going to be talking about today?
I mean, I do that too.
I just act happy at cons when I'm in suit.
You wipe your ass.
I don't wipe my ass when I'm in suit.
You did that. No. You did that one.
That
dance.
is a terrible representation of the backpack dance.
No, that's not backpack. That's
what's that called?
The floss?
Floss.
The floss?
Yes, the
Yeah,
floss.
So wait, what's the backpack dance?
I don't know.
I have no idea. They're all stupid dances.
Oh.
They've all been ruined by the horrible game Fortnite. Don't play Fortnite ever.
Yeah,
It
Fortnite sucks. Don't play Fortnite.
You hate that game.
I've never played Fortnite.
It gives me a headache. Don't ever play it for the love of God.
It's the worst game ever made, in my opinion. It's up there. If it's not the worst, it's up there.
It quite literally gives me the worst headache ever.
So now that we've done our introductions, let's go ahead and open up to our first topic, which is the Tumblr porn ban that happened starting this Monday.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
Just jumping right in.
Yeah, let's just jump right into that.
Wow,
I
okay.
can't even describe the stupidity that's going on.
So on the 17th, Tumblr decided to change their community guidelines so that they would ban all adult content. And like you'd expect out of Tumblr, it was an absolute shit show. So Tumblr has algorithms that are supposed to make it easier for their devs and their admins to actually remove the content or hide it from view. The only problem is they've been doing that to a lot of content that doesn't have any nudity or adult content in it or on it or whatever. Like, I don't know, hands. I have a hand tutorial in my Tumblr that was just completely erased. And it was a reblog, so I couldn't, of course, appeal it. So we are here to provide some information about the Tumblr porn ban and also to dispel any myths and misconceptions that might have arisen as a result of the Tumblr porn ban, and also to provide some colorful commentary.
Yeah, how fucking stupid it is.
I think it's really dumb.
Like,
It's just ban porn like that. And ban non-porn, too. I mean, whoever made their algorithms deserves to be fired.
Yeah, they do.
Banning hands? Really?
Well, they banned.
Really?
They banned. They're not just banning hands. They're banning tutorials. Like half my tutorials are under the porn ban for some reason.
It's just straight
And
up.
it's not like it's lewd or anything. Nothing on us is lewd. It's just what the hell's going on, Tumblr?
It's just straight censorship, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's
And
straight up censorship.
It's the funniest thing ever because they go after the most random things. Because I still see plenty of porn and all that stuff on Tumblr. I think they're just going for whatever they don't personally like. Because I've actually seen a lot of human porn on there just fine, but anything involving ponies or furries or anything like that is apparently it's just no good. So apparently we're the scum of Tumblr going away first, along with the pedophiles.
Yeah, but then
Imagine that. Furries and bronies. We
But-
have something together. We have something in common. We're being targeted by Tumblr.
That's always been the case, though.
now that's a misconception.
Oh.
Are you saying bronies got it easier?
Wait, what?
No, seriously. Did you see that one picture that I uploaded to our chat? Basically, it's a picture of that one chick that's getting railed by an F-14.
Oh yeah,
And a tank.
Anthropomorphic.
Apparently,
God.
that wasn't removed from the Tumblr.
Okay.
That wasn't subject to the Tumblr ban. And I'm like, you will You will remove hands, but you won't remove an F-14 having sex with a chick.
I mean,
Yeah,
clearly she was enjoying it. So I mean,
They're technically vehicles.
I mean,
so
Well, everybody enjoys hands. Everybody enjoys the art that I produced that's now under the Tumblr ban.
and it's good art. I've seen the art that Lifty has produced. It's really damn good.
Yeah, and it's now censored because Tumblr can't get their shit together.
And the thing is, they could have done so much easier things to get rid of, like, pedophiles and sex trafficking and stuff like that on the site to be compliant with the new laws that have been passed. If you guys don't know, some recent changes to laws on the internet to make it more targeting, like sex trafficking and such online. So there's a lot easier ways you can plan out and make an algorithm that targets, pedophiles and sex traffickers and all those other degenerates.
Or instead of relying on technology, use actual fucking humans who know what porn looks like, who know what pedophiles look like, who know what Fuck, I lost my train of thought. But you get the idea.
Yeah.
Don't rely on shitty algorithms because they're going to ban hands, they're going to ban tutorials on the most benign shit ever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's stupid.
And what Sharky was talking about earlier was, of course, the two laws called FOSTA and SESTA that were passed earlier this year with widespread bipartisan support from Congress. Those laws were actually designed to curb sex trafficking online and instead are going after websites that harbor adult content, including Tumblr, who had a large community of sex-positive people who also would like to use the site to, of course, promote themselves, their bodies, and, of course, sex in a positive way. So now we have this problem, and Tumblr just wants to just shrug and say, I'm sorry.
What I think they should do is something YouTube has implemented for a while now. I'm sure you guys, like creators and uploaders and stuff like that on YouTube know. You can manually have your content reviewed.
Yes.
So that way you have an actual person looking at it, and if it's, a good thing or a bad thing, they can determine it as a person. Because I've seen a lot of creators upload their stuff and have it demonetized only to, have it manually reviewed and turn out to be just fine.
But you're using logic, and companies like Tumblr don't use logic. They want to do everything the easiest way, the way that saves the most money, the quickest way, rely on technology to do everything. And that's not the best way forward. It doesn't cost that much to train someone to spot what a pedophile looks like, what child sex trafficking looks like, what porn looks like. It doesn't cost that much money. But Tumblr wanted to take the easy way out. And now you see what they've done. They're going to lose more than half of their base. They're going to lose
like 80% of their base.
Yeah.
If like half their base hasn't like pulled out and just completely left Tumblr completely to burn and die, they're going to lose like 80% of their traffic. And in a couple of years, that'll be the end of Tumblr. We're going to see headlines that say, oh, once sex-positive Tumblr now is finally decided to shut down. Like, oh, good riddance.
But I mean, Tumblr had some good times. There were some good times on
Oh,
Tumblr.
yeah, there were some very good times.
They had their own convention. That was a shit show, though. We don't like to talk about that. But, yeah.
What a wonderful shit show it was.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a convention.
You never
didn't
heard
know?
of DashCon?
Ooh, nani?
No.
Oh,
Then
wow.
again, I've been living under a rock for the most part, so.
We need to get you educated on DashCon later.
It's great.
Yeah.
It was great.
I have a
Yes.
feeling it's going to be a bit crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That's an understatement.
Hold on a minute. You poor summer child. You do not know about the ball pit.
Oh God, I've heard of that. Yes. Isn't that the one where they paid $1,000 to go into the ball pit?
No. They raised $17,000, and as a thank you to the people that put money towards this convention, they decided to give everybody, instead of a refund, an extra hour in the ball pit, which
Wow.
which deflated,
Which is
and somebody peed in it.
Oh my god.
So
Jesus Christ.
it is.
God.
If you've never heard of DashCon before, I urge you to Google it. It is the greatest convention shit show of all time.
It's somehow much worse than what happened with Rainforest. Honestly, it's somehow much worse than that.
Yes.
And that was a shit show.
One of these days, we need to compare the different shit show of cons, because we have Rainforest, we have DashCon, and we also have a little unheard of convention called Las Pegasus Unicon, which also spectacularly imploded upon itself in the pony convention. It nearly wiped out pony conventions.
Oh shit, for real?
Like after what happened at Las Pegasus Unicon, a bunch of big name VAs and guests of honor that would have gone to all these pony conventions that were just like sprouting like weeds everywhere, they decided to just pull out. They said, oh no, we're not doing this con because you had all this shit going on at Las Pegasus Unicon, and you've got all these other little cons everywhere that are asking for us. We can't do this shit.
What actually happened at this con?
It has its own Encyclopedia Dramatica page.
Which one? Las Pegasus Unicon?
Yeah. How
yeah.
fucked up was this?
Explain to me what actually happened, because I've never.
Okay,
heard
so
of this
gather around to Uncle Lifty now. So should I tell the story first of DashCon or Las Pegasus Unicon?
Las Vegas. Well, it seems
Stop.
Sylox has looked
Stop.
up what's been going
What
on.
is this, man? Oh my god.
I don't know who this guy is, but he looks like a he looks like a cock.
In case you guys aren't aware while we're laughing,
God.
Sylox has decided to look up what's happened at this Las
Pegasus Unicon.
whatever con
And
that
the
is.
first picture showed this one guy in lederhosen. And
It said he looks like a pedophile. A child molester.
well, he does. He does.
Oh my god.
All right, so before we, I just really want to know, like, what the fuck.
We
happened
somehow
at this con?
segued into Las Pegasus Unicon, even though we're supposed to be talking about Tumblr ban. But this is a better topic anyway. Ooh, is that porn?
No. Yeah, I got new art. Don't worry about it.
How about you get off your fucking shit while we're on the
No.
podcast?
Okay, so let's talk about like Las Pegasus Unicon for a minute. So this is a little bit of pony history. Las Pegasus Unicon was the first convention in the My Little Pony fandom that took place in Las Vegas. And okay, so first of all, put in your heads, kid-friendly, family-friendly franchise in Las Vegas. So take that as you will, with a grain of salt, and kind of picture how this story will go from here.
Drugs,
So
lots of cocaine.
Las
Hookers.
Pegasus, yeah. So Las Pegasus Unicon, it was billed as something big and wild and amazing. It was probably going to be it was billing itself as the biggest pony convention in the My Little Pony fandom. And of course they had so many guests. They had like 8 to 10 guests. I forget the number.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they had a lot of VAs, a lot of guests. They were they were top level VAs, top level guests of honor.
Wait, so someone like Tara Strong.
Yes,
basically.
Tara Strong
Oh,
was in there.
shit,
John
for real?
Delancey, I think,
That's
was
amazing.
there. They had a bunch of people that were top level talent from the
Nice.
My Little Pony franchise coming to Las Pegasus Unicon. And almost as soon as the convention started, it all started going downhill. First of all, this is all that I'm just kind of like jogging from memory. One thing that the Artist Alley people recalled was that the staff were making the con guides as people were coming in. They only made like 50 of them.
What?
And they were made on site as the people were coming in. And they also had a similar agreement with the Riviera that DashCon did with their venue, in which they would be paying as people were coming in. A very bad idea.
Yes.
And so they owed the Riviera a lot of money. This will come in handy later. One other thing that Artist Alley vendors noticed is that people could buy what's called Unicon bucks or something. They had their own currency, basically, that you can use at the convention. And you can buy anything on the con floor with this money. And it's basically like, yeah, I don't know. They called it. It's like real money, only funner.
I see where this is
So
going.
it's just like Monopoly money.
Yeah,
I
it
see
was
where it's
Monopoly
going
money.
now. There you go.
Yeah.
We went down to like the local like,
Around
shop
Saturday night,
and Monopoly money.
around Saturday night is when everything started to go downhill. The Riviera demanded money immediately from Las Vegas's Unicon. Nobody, not even the VAs, was getting comped for their rooms. So
What?
everybody was being thrown out. So it was a huge emergency. And the VAs essentially just bailed. And lots of bronies were kind of left stranded at the Riviera wondering, hey, where am I going to stay for the last night? I need to leave like on Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. Please help. And it was... And what's more shocking about this is that the people running Las Vegas' Unicon, particularly the chair and co-chair, they were nowhere to be found. Nobody could locate them. They bailed. They bailed from their own convention.
Are you serious?
I am serious, dead serious.
You know it's a bad time when
Oh my
even
God.
like your leadership is saying, "Fuck
Yeah.
yes, I'm out."
Yeah. It is a long, long story, and I greatly implore you, if you are curious, definitely research this and go on Google and look up Las Vegas' Unicon. It is a spectacular shit show. And then after that, of course, that kind of shook the confidence of top level talent within the within the My Little Pony community. And at that time, there was also a huge amount of small My Little Pony conventions sprouting up everywhere. But anyway, I digress. After that, it kind of shook the confidence of the voice actors, voice actresses, and other talent within the My Little Pony community. They did not want to go to all these little My Little Pony cons. And so a lot of them abruptly just shut down. And it just kind of stuck to the more established cons within the community, like BronyCon, Everfree Northwest, and which other ones? Well, BabsCon also started up around the same time. I think they started up in 2014. But all these conventions just kind of, the whole con scene within the My Little Pony community just shrunk dramatically. And here we are. Now we're talking about it, I think 3 years later.
Around that time, the fandom was kind of starting to, I don't want to say die, but
It was hitting a zenith.
It was shrinking. Yeah, it was starting to shrink. And
Okay.
so it kind of makes sense because unlike the furry fandom and things like Star Wars and Star Trek and stuff like that, which have continuous media being pumped out, or a fandom like the furries, which isn't based on media, it's sort of based on this concept of we're all, fucking furry degenerates and we all like to dress up in costumes and have fursonas. My Little Pony is based on a cartoon, which has a finite amount of episodes being posted.
Yeah.
And once it starts to wind down, that fandom starts to shrink. There's less interest. And so it sort of hit its peak, I want to say 2014, 2015, right around then. And so
Yeah, I would agree that it hit its
kinda
peak
make-
around 2015.
Yeah, and so it kind of makes sense that all these conventions are starting to go away. And so now you're left with, I don't know. I don't keep up with bronies.
Yeah.
You would know.
Now, what's funny about Las Vegas' Unicon is that it was the first, and for a while, it was the last convention for My Little Pony fandom in Las Vegas. I know. I think last year was the first year for High Roller PonyCon, which is a new convention in Las Vegas, and it actually went off with a bang.
Really?
It went very well. Yes, it went very well, and they have another one coming next year. So I do wish them the best of luck. Or no, it wasn't next. It wasn't last year. It was this year actually. This year was the first year for High Roller PonyCon. After 3 years, they started a new convention in Las Vegas, and it went out very well. But yeah, I do wish them the best.
So, want to tell them about DashCon?
Sure. I can also go ahead and glean some.
That was.
Really.
This is going to be interesting.
So DashCon was the first convention by Tumblr fans for Tumblr fans.
And so we should make that distinction. This isn't an official Tumblr convention. Tumblr did not sponsor this.
Yeah, Tumblr did not sponsor this, and for very good reason.
And originally, wasn't it called TumblrCon or something?
It was originally called TumblrCon.
But
I'm pretty sure Tumblr is like, screw that.
They don't want to be a part of this.
No,
I don't want to be anywhere near you guys.
They must have known ahead. They must have known.
They must have had some foresight.
This is gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
The only time they had foresight.
So, DashCon was the first convention for Tumblr fans by Tumblr fans, and it was held in Schaumburg, Illinois. I think it was 2016. It's hard for me to say without looking at my Tumblr, which half of it is eviscerated thanks to that goddamn porn ban. Thank you very much. Anyway.
I think that was 2015.
I don't remember, but I'll look this up later and just kind of just send out a tweet saying, "Uh-oh, we fucked up. It's this date instead." Anyway, DashCon was the first convention for Tumblr fans by Tumblr fans, and they originally estimated, after having a huge PR blitz about it all over Tumblr, of course, they estimated that there would be about 10,000 people. And like Las Vegas' Unicon, they had a similar setup with their hotel, basically saying, we will pay you a deposit, and then as ticket sales come in, we will pay off the rest. Of course, this did not work out as planned, and they had at most 5,000 people come in. Of course, remember I noted 10,000. Now I'm not even sure that number is actually even correct. I think it's like less than that, like no more than 2,000 people. No more than 2,000 people came in and bought a ticket.
Oh God.
They had a star-studded cast, Tumblr-wise that is. They had Welcome to Night Vale supposedly coming in to do a reading. They had some kind of band, I forgot their name, but that was supposed to be doing a concert at DashCon. And first of all, let me address the band. The band itself had no idea that they were even coming to DashCon. They had no idea that DashCon was even happening. They had no idea there were guests of honor at this convention that they didn't even know of. So the day of, they're like, uh-oh, what? Who are you people? And they had other guests kind of bail as it went on, which was bad news for DashCon. But one guest stood out among the rest, and it was the Welcome to Night Vale cast. They were betting that if Welcome to Night Vale comes, does their reading, and leaves without incident, then it will be a success. Saturday came. The Welcome to Night Vale panel starts. It's going on for over an hour without the cast, and then the staff comes and they make the announcement. Welcome to Night Vale is canceled. So they have no guests of honor. That was their Hail Mary, and it was gone.
Did they even arrive to the con itself? Or
No,
just,
no,
No,
they just called. They kind of like emailed them and said that they're canceling. They're not coming.
they probably realized, oh god, it's full of bronies. We should probably just say
It's not. It wasn't a Brony convention.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
It wasn't a Brony convention. It was
I
just.
don't care.
It was a Tumblr con. It was full of Tumblerinas and
bronies?
social justice warriors and
And bronies.
And bronies.
well, yeah, there were some bronies, but
Just
they were
like one
mostly.
furry.
They were mostly like.
One
They were
trying
mostly.
to save the con, trying to save the day.
No, there was mostly that Trigglypuff girl with the horn ring glasses, flapping her arm
She
fat
was-
around and
She was
being
not.
loud.
She was not there.
She was not. No, she wasn't there. But there were like
Oh. those people.
at least 500 of people like her there.
Very similar looking.
No comment for
whales.
me.
Yes,
I'm not touching that. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that. I mean, it's a Tumblr con. What do you expect?
Cosplay.
Oh yeah, there might have been cosplay, but
Hunger Games.
Honestly, if I
Yeah.
expected if there was going to be a con about Tumblr, it would literally just be nothing but porn everywhere. Because
You would think that.
Let's be
You'd
honest
think.
here, Tumblr is literally just there for porn.
Oh, God.
except now.
I
Well,
used to go
except
on Tumblr
now
and
it's
get
not there for anything except
much
for like
gay
the
porn on
11
Tumblr.
like old people that forgot they had an account.
Yeah. So that's not even the best part. The best part is after Night Vale pulled out, the hotel decided to ask for their money. And that's when the con chairs just kind of pulled out their pockets and said, uh-oh, we don't have the money.
Sorry, not
So they corralled everyone into a ballroom and told them, if we don't get $17,000 to pay the hotel, DashCon is canceled. Right then and there. So right then and there, people just started throwing money.
I shit you not.
I shit you not. They
threw money.
raised $17,000 in the course of an hour.
So they honestly wanted that shit show to stay.
Yeah, apparently.
Even
And not
though
only
they
that,
had
in
no
in
guests.
in that and in a blaze of cringeworthy glory, everybody was like posting 3 fingers up, like they were Katniss in the Hunger Games, and singing, "We are the champions. We are the champions." This is all on YouTube. This is all on YouTube.
This is why we can't do nice things.
Exactly.
That's cringy. I'm sorry.
It is cringy. Of course it's cringy.
Let me just say that, no bullshit, if you can raise $17,000 in that amount of time, that's fucking amazing.
It is.
Either you're doing something good or you're running a scam.
But hold on. You just mentioned scam. So the internet historian, he did a great piece on DashCon. It's hilarious and it's well researched and all this and that. And he found out that PayPal donations were actually they actually constituted the bulk of the 17,000 that they needed. But they also found out that later on, after the convention, they found out that con staff pocketed $9,000. And where did this $9,000 come from? Lots of people are wondering. Well, remember when they were just like throwing dollar bills at the stage? Like,
Making it rain.
yeah, making it rain. Yep. So there was quite a bit of fraud going on with this convention as well.
Someone got
And
paid.
yeah, somebody got paid.
Yeah, and someone's gonna get sued. Hopefully,
Oh yeah, definitely.
did anyone get sued?
I think they did. I think the con chairs and co-chairs, they got sued big time.
I smell a class action.
And of course, and to make matters even more cringy, they said, "See you next year." No, seriously, they were planning for another DashCon after that dumpster fire of a con just happened. Of course, they pulled out. They pulled out a couple months after after the fallout, but still the damage was done.
That's
fucking ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know some of you all think that some furry cons are complete garbage fires and it's utter trash. We have nothing on Las Pegasus Unicon or whatever it's
Literally.
called.
Now hold
the
on a
rest of the
minute.
internet.
No.
Okay, I know he's gonna say
Rain.
Rainforest. I get that. That's different. That's just That's just fucking embarrassing.
Well, would you like to regale us in a recollection of Rainforest?
So I didn't go to Rainforest. I wasn't in the fandom at that time.
There were a lot of pups there.
Yeah, I would also like to make a little disclaimer. I did not go to Las Pegasus Unicon or DashCon. I'm just kind of regurgitating what I've heard on the internet. So,
From what I've been told about Rainforest, there was a heavy presence of baby furs,
Pups.
ABDL, diaper furs.
Both?
And
BDSM lovers.
Yes.
ABDL, yeah.
yes, it was so Rainforest was essentially a fetish con. To put it bluntly, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was just the freak lovers con, basically.
Yes, there were pictures of mersuiters out in the open. One had his, what do you call that? The SP, strategic place hole, visible.
Strategically placed hole.
yeah.
That's probably a good term.
Yeah.
I thought that's just what it's called.
That kind of is what it is.
Because it's literally just a whole strategically placed where your dick would go.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but allegedly someone drilled a hole in one of the stalls. It's a glory hole. Again, it's alleged. I don't know if it's true or not, but it might be. People were leaving dirty diapers everywhere.
Like full, shit diapers.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
They were walking
Christ.
around in con space, in diapers, in fetish gear, and pup gear.
The diapers were sometimes full of fecal matter.
Yes.
They're just dumping deuces everywhere. They're like,
Yeah.
they're just like, fuck it, I gotta go, man. Like,
And I want to make the disclaimer, I have nothing against that fetish. I don't personally understand it. I'm not here to judge you. I'm into some really weird shit, you know. I like macro shit and pause, okay? I'm not here to judge you, but time and place, keep that to the bedroom or after dark. Don't walk around in front of kids in dirty diapers. Just don't do that. Come on, have some common sense.
Yeah.
You're all fucking adults here. Like,
Yep.
if it was your kid, you'd be hella upset. Why are you doing it to someone else's kid?
knowing them, they probably won't be upset. They'll probably be encouraging it. Good job, little Johnny. You shit yourself. Here's a fucking dildo fucking lollipop.
No, stop. Jesus.
Like, let's be honest here. There were some fucking weird-ass characters. They're literally pups. From what I remember, just fucking wrestling, and basically from a distance looks like they're fucking like out in the lobby.
Oh, that was FWA this year.
That FWA had that?
Yes.
This year, yeah.
Yeah.
So people assumed they were fucking in the lobby, but apparently they were wrestling. But from the angle that the guy took the picture, it looked like they were full on fucking, yeah.
I mean,
It
they
looked
had
like
pup
they were
gear
just-
on, so whatever. I don't care. I don't care what they're saying. It's like whatever. You guys were just You guys were bumping and grinding, okay? So, don't try to pull it off as we were just wrestling. Oh,
That's
fuck
what they
off.
said. There was a whole.
No,
there was a ton of Twitter
I don't
drama
believe it.
about that shit.
I do not. I don't believe a.
You guys
a word of
remember
it.
that guy who, had the projector, but he only projected it like as a reflection on the window,
You
but
mean
not
an AC?
outside. Yeah,
that
it was
guy.
like a reflection on the window, but it wasn't
It
actually
was
on
the
the
two
building.
it was the furry porn that they.
Yeah,
reflected?
it looked like it was projected on the building, like across the way, but it was actually just a reflection on the surface of the window. But everyone was flipping their shit. Even Uncle Kage was probably I'm pretty sure, like from what I remember, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was like,
Oh, he was livid. Yeah, he was upset.
this was. He was like, this is not right. From what I remember, he was probably like, whoever finds the guy who did this, I will personally reward them or some shit like that. Like
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that tweet.
yeah, like he was
Like he
fucking
actually
livid.
He actually sent out a tweet saying that he would reward the people that were responsible for that.
I mean,
like to report them. That is.
Yeah.
Not the people that were responsible. He wanted the people to be responsible and report whoever did that.
But I mean, it makes sense because so AmphroCon is always billed as sort of, I guess, the Disney of cons in the sense that it's very
large, very magical.
Yes,
a lot
it's very
of new suitors want to go there because would be one of their first bigger cons they would go to.
It's controlled. Like you notice that it's very controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you see Disney, it's very controlled. It's very safe for work. That's how AmphroCon is. If this happened at Midwest Fur Fest, I'm just saying, I don't think
It's a Saturday night.
They will give a fuck.
Yeah, it's a Saturday night.
At AmphroCon, Kage, he's not gonna fuck with that. Because
he's gonna do some scientist shit and like make some strange concoction to fucking blow your dick up or some shit like that.
Jesus.
With his scientist ways, even though is he a chemist or
He is a chemist.
Yes.
Yeah, he would make some weird ass chemical and be like, you know what, I'm gonna actually make a giant roach to eat your dick because he fucking made a giant fucking art project on some building.
I heard giant and that just like turned me on.
No one fucking cares, you weirdo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that I heard he
Stifle yourself, Sylox.
What?
We're on air.
Yeah, like from what I had seen from a lot of like rumors and social media points on Rainforest, I heard there was a lot of I guess you would say open displays of personal affection.
Yeah.
Literally around every corner you try to find. If there's a hidden away from a can or away from prying eyes, there was probably someone making out, like doing like the strangest, freakiest crap
at
they could.
AC?
No, at Rainforest.
Rainforest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Again, it was
But there was also
and
but there was also a lot of property damage regarding Rainforest. That's a big reason why it shut down.
Yeah, I did hear about that. I heard rumors there was a mattress thrown out of the window.
There was
a mattress thrown out of the window.
The alleged glory hole. People were tampering with fire detectors, which by the way is illegal. Don't do that.
It's extremely illegal.
Yes.
You will go to jail for a long time.
Yes, please don't do that. It's not funny.
Be smart. Don't mess with the shiny red button.
Yes.
Hell, even Men in Black told us that.
Yes, don't do that.
There was also this is from the internet historian that the video that he did on Rainforest. Apparently, there was a flooding of one of the public restrooms, and all the water from the toilets kind of rushed out and went through the floors. It went through the bottom floors.
I heard about that too. It basically like ruined like a whole bunch of floors and subsections, and basically like they had to pay a whole bunch of money in repairs.
Oh no!
No, they caught the people.
No. Rainforest was insured.
It was insured?
It was insured, and they were willing to pay for all the damage. The hotel said, no thank you. Take your money and go away.
Like, they were just
that bad.
Gone.
It was that
so
bad
that they wouldn't even accept their money.
And so here's the worst part. So with hotels, what they do is hotels talk. Even though they're competitors, they talk. So what had happened was, what hotel was it again they were in? I think
it was the Hilton.
The Hilton. So the Hilton probably talked to the Hyatt or whatever else was in that part of town. So essentially, Rainforest was blackballed. They couldn't find any other hotel space.
Yeah.
For, I think, 50 miles or something? Because I think it was that much, because all the hotels, they were talking to each other.
Yeah.
You're probably talking mad shit. But you see these guys
But not
are fucking
only
weirdos.
not only that, there was somebody, I think within who emailed all these hotels within like 100-mile radius of Rainforest to tell them, yeah, this is what happened. Do you want this to happen at your place?
And I think they wanted to move to what's the city in Washington? Spokane.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, Spokane is a very conservative city, so I don't see them accepting all of what that fetish con shit Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. No, didn't they move to Spokane? Actually, they did find a hotel, I think, out there. But
Did they really?
But
I think they did.
they didn't.
They didn't.
From what
I think
heard,
they
it was
did,
just-
and then the hotel said no.
Like they probably looked back at what they did in
Oh,
the past,
oh.
and they're probably like, "Yeah, well, you see, I'm gonna need you to just go away."
So I believe that was in 2013.
Well, actually, I think that was a little earlier. Let me just look at.
Because I think that was the only furry con in the state of Washington at that time, and for a while until
2015.
2015.
2015.
So until I believe Anfro Northwest started in 2017, I think. So for a good 2.5 years, there was no furry convention in Washington. People had to.
Understandably, people were
Yeah.
probably very upset about like the behavior that
It was that
individuals
bad.
involved
Yeah.
in it.
So you would have had to have gone to Furlandia and Portland or up to Vancouver. So there is now a new furry convention, Anfro Northwest. The interesting thing about that is they've taken a very hardline stance against anything not safe for work. It is not a fetish con. It is the closest to a Christian Minecraft server you can really get. Like,
Which con is this again?
Understandably, with
And
the
from
things that's
Northwest.
happened in the past, like
Now, was that the same con that they just did a CNN This Is
yes,
Life segment on?
That was the one.
No wonder it was so saccharine. And so it was
Very
like
toned down.
Yeah,
It's-
very toned down, very positive because of course, they have a hardline stance against not safe for work content and just random debauchery.
why can I imagine in my mind you go to one of those cons and you see any pup try to come out of the elevator, just get straight drop kicked right back into it by security.
Oh
Like
lord.
you just see security just come out of nowhere from like the high field and just drop kick them straight back into the elevator and like, no, you're not coming out.
I don't know if it's that bad, but I
imagine
do-
something going on in they hire security to just
Yeah.
go, "Be gone, fuck!"
Just fucking back at them
Yeah.
straight in the fucking face right
But
out the door.
apparently it's been very successful and well received.
Yeah.
So
And I think it's going to be even more successful next year because of the This Is Life segment that they had at CNN.
So I don't know if this is the future of what furry cons are going to be. So it's interesting that that's happening because at this point right now the community is starting to, I believe, police itself a bit more.
Yeah,
as
especially
they're
with
getting
the-
much more exposure, they're realizing,
Yeah,
oh
there's,
shit, we
there's
can't.
some weird people in this freaking
Yeah.
community we can't have.
Yeah, you
Because
can't.
there has been some recent evidence against quite a few individuals
Yes.
that have been very bad individuals.
Yeah.
Just bad boys. Just
Yeah.
not good at all.
And in some cases where tolerating it, and I've talked to you about it before, it's like the paradox of tolerance. It's to the point where
It's ridiculous.
we
Like,
want to
people-
tolerate everyone, but that includes degenerates, Nazi furs, pedophiles,
Animal fuckers.
yes, Antifa, stuff like that. Like you want to, I don't know if it's virtue signaling, but it's akin to saying, "Hey, I'm tolerant of everybody. Look at me. Praise me for that."
Yeah.
That's what the fandom is trying to be, and you can't do that. Look, especially with pedophiles.
No.
Hell
You-
no,
you
you
can't
can't
do
give them
that,
a
guys.
chance.
No.
Screw that. They get
And-
no rights
and-
at all. Screw those guys.
And can I just say, the people who want to
defend those.
defend that
individuals.
and who want to defend things like bestiality and zoophilia and all that shit, an animal can't consent. I don't care what you may think that the animal is doing when it
Well, an animal
gives up. An animal does not appreciate being fucked.
Well, an
So-
animal can't even fathom the concept of consent. So even if you think, "Oh yeah, they're actually giving consent," no, they don't know what consent is.
And so when I see people on Twitter defending what certain individuals did, I'm just like, use your
Yeah.
fucking brain. How can you defend that? If that was your dog, you would be pissed.
Yeah.
Let's
or
be
you
honest,
can be
you would
like
be
some
pissed.
individuals who actually end up using their own dogs in those ways.
Yes.
And basically until they died.
And then
Yeah.
want to blame Iranian super hackers or fake timestamps on Telegram.
Or
Is
Russia.
that really what they're doing?
Yes.
Yes, this person did blame Iranian super hackers on
Iranian super hackers.
Yes.
Could you
Hold
come
on a
up
minute.
with
Hold on a
any
minute.
more of a bullshit excuse?
Hold on a minute.
But here's the
They
thing.
were actually
people believe them.
No, they were actually explicitly saying Iranian super hackers.
If not him, some of his defenders were saying, well, he was hacked. Hacked by who? Iranian super hackers.
The
Like,
thing is, I've heard
what?
like some ridiculous things. And the strangest thing is, people are so ingrained to tolerate, and that as soon as they meet someone that has done something, wrong that they thought was the greatest person on earth, they just refuse to believe they did something wrong, and they're like, hey, I'm going to defend this guy even though he's done something wrong. I'm going to refuse to believe it. It's the pure definition of ignorance, just refusing to believe or learn from something.
And this person is still around. He's still just Patreon. People still defend him.
Does he still have a YouTube?
Yes, he's still on YouTube.
He's still on
Yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah.
We're not going to name
Surprisingly,
names. We're not going to name names,
Now,
but
to be fair,
we're not going to start a witch hunt.
a lot of his supporters are much more younger. They're in their teens because he appeals to.
The younger audience.
Yes,
The
I don't,
younger
and I don't
folks.
think they fully understand that what has happened did happen. It's not a smear campaign. It's not full of haters doing it. I'm not so mad at that. That's more of youthful ignorance. I can give a pass to that.
But that's also kind of scary too, that he appeals to a younger
Yes.
audience. Younger audiences would totally just pick up on everything he says and does. So he has a lot of power against young people.
Yes, well, I mean that's the case with a lot of the furry YouTubers. Like
There's a
Majira
lot of the
is
really
like that.
famous-
too.
Well, we don't want to. Well, hold on a
individuals.
minute. We don't want to rope Majira. We don't want to rope anybody innocent into this mess. So
That's true. Very
True,
much true.
true.
Majira, if you're listening to this, you're allowed to come onto the podcast and say hello and defend yourself if you have anything to defend against.
oh god damn it! Stop. It's like we've already
But,
been judge, jury, and executioner here.
Jesus.
Oh shit! Judge, jury, executioner. Beautiful. We got
Sweet.
3 people.
I'm glad I'm the executioner.
But I can forgive the kids. I can't forgive the grown-ass adults who clearly have the mental capacity to understand that fucking dead animals and fucking your dying dog is really demented and not defendable.
No,
No, it
he
isn't.
fucked it until it started dying and then fucked it to death.
Oh god.
Yikes.
No,
Yeah.
stop. That's
Like,
terrible.
That is literally what I've seen and read up from all the wonderful, online officers that
And
I probably don't know what they're talking about. But hey, let's just fan the flames because it's fun watching the shit burn.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
but I think the reason that he might get a pass, and I don't want to say this is true.
Just because he's famous.
Puppy
Straight
first.
up, he's a poppy fur. Because he's famous and has a lot of followers, a lot of people are going to turn a blind eye. See, if a random individual does this that no one knows about, they're going to be like, oh, let's freaking burn him at the stake. But if someone famous starts doing something wrong, it's just like, oh, he can't do anything wrong. We've seen a whole bunch of his videos, but I don't think anyone really has seen him outside of his videos, but because everyone watches his videos, they think they know him.
It's, oh, you're just jealous, you're a hater, or you're causing drama, I don't want to talk about this, let's talk about something else. That's usually what the
You know what? If
excuse
people,
is.
to be honest, if no one wants to talk about drama, that's not really an excuse. They just don't want to talk about drama. To be honest, if someone tries bringing drama with me, I'm like, hey, stop being an asshole. Fuck
Exactly.
off.
Yeah.
I'm the asshole around here.
Yep. And it's not like, see, you can't even avoid drama in the furry fandom.
Oh, God, no.
I mean, you can try all you want, but no, furry
People
drama
has to
is.
drag you in is ridiculous. 'Cause
Yeah.
The amount of shit I've been dragged in on a lot of like Telegram groups and other shit like that. It's just like, why can't you just go away?
And the worst part about it is, if furry drama does not affect you, eventually it's going to affect one of your friends, and that's how you get roped into the furry drama.
Yes. So I had furry drama. I'm not naming names, but there were 2 people. This was back in October, actually. I was doing my rounds at my job, doing my site reviews at my job, and these 2 were going at it. It was a joke this person made, and about dick size, and it was in Lifty's Freddy's chat, and it just spiraled from there. So this person
Oh, I remember this guy.
Yes. So this person comes to me and is like, hey, did you see blah, 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 blah? I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking sides. And the individual was like, well, you're not taking his side because he's a white guy and I'm a black guy. I'm like,
No.
No.
You're black too, so I don't
you're
think
black
that works.
too.
Yeah.
I'm not taking his side because I don't want to get involved in furry drama. I'm not about that life. Sorry.
I really hate individuals who are like, hey, if you're not with me, you're against me. They're like, hey, you can't be Sweden in this. Like, you either have to be an Axis or an ally. Like, it's the most ridiculous freaking, like,
I just, yeah.
just the mindset. It's just the most stupidest thing ever.
I just don't deal well with drama. I'm
Yep.
not about that. I'm here to have fun, run around in a suit, make friends, and at the end of the day, fuck a guy. My boyfriend. Oh, wait, I don't have a boyfriend. But,
You have someone of
The
interest.
guy you like.
I don't,
You have
No
someone-
comment.
Let's
Okay.
spread the rumors.
Okay.
No
Sylox
comments.
is obviously cheating on the
My-
person he likes.
no, why not? My point is, I'm not here for drama. Please don't invite me in it.
But we will talk about it.
Oh, yes, we
Yes.
definitely will.
Welcome to
And
Furry
we-
Frequencies, where we talk about drama.
And then
Hosted
we
by
make fun of
Sylox, Lifty, and Sharky.
And we make fun of it. Because we will make fun of you. Do something stupid, we will make fun of you. We will call you out. Granted, you're allowed to come onto the show to defend yourself. But if you have nothing to defend yourself proof-wise, fuck you, guy. That sucks to suck.
Yep.
Straight up. Like, if you do something stupid, like, I really don't give a fuck how you feel. Oh, my feelings are hurt. Take down your
fifis.
channel.
My Fifis. I love that.
Fifis.
Enjoy Fifi cereal, part of a balanced breakfast.
Fifis part of a balanced breakfast.
Jesus.
Jesus, guys.
Oh, boy.
If you guys-
So, well, that's kind of a wrap. I think we had a very vivid
did.
conversation. It was very rapid fire from one talking point to the next.
It was.
But we did cover a lot this podcast, and I hope that you, the listener, have enjoyed us. If you do enjoy us, please feel free to follow us on Twitter. Do you want to share your Twitter handle?
Yes, my Twitter handle is @Sylox95.
And mine is @LiftyHusky.
I don't even have a Twitter.
Well,
I live
get
under
one.
a rock.
Wow, get a Twitter, dude.
Get one, you plebe.
It's 2018.
But if you're watching this on YouTube or any other platform, well, as the time goes along, we're going to update down descriptions or as annotations or whatever what our Twitters will be. Once we get a main Twitter and all that stuff, we're going to have link in the descriptions at other places, what our Patreon and where you can donate to us. If anyone likes to come onto the show as a guest, in a few episodes, once we have everything more settled in episode-wise, we're going to let people on, be it, someone famous or some random guy from up the street, probably pick up a random hobo, be like, hey, how do you feel about furries?
We also have a Discord that we are currently working on, so that is another way that we're going to engage you, the listener, into the conversation. And stay tuned for updates on that and to be invited in.
Anyway, this has been the Furry Frequencies. We hope you all enjoyed this wonderful and enticing episode about cons and bullshittery and people fucking animals.
And Tumblr.
And Tumblr.
And the ball pit.
And the ball pit.
And the
with-
ball pit.
With
God
the shit
damn it.
and the piss and the money and the fraud and everything else. Anyway, this has been the Furry Frequencies. I hope you have yourself a wonderful day, and we hope to see you again in the next episode.